Well, hello there, and welcome to the second episode. And yes, this is this time really the second episode of Doki Literature Club. Actually, let me quickly get some notes with it because I'm gonna try to do voices again. And knowing my own voice, it will either commit a banzai on me or it will work. I have no clue which one of it's gonna happen. Okay, I got the notes. But let's go and... Yes, I know, thank you for the hint, I don't need that. But yeah. Oh wait, this is just me. But yeah, let's just go from where we left off. I clearly can still remember that I sort of sold my soul for a cupcake last episode. But yeah, back to it. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little... I'm barely starting and I'm already laughing from what the fuck is going on actually. You too, Monica? Let me pull up the notes. Dave, you were flipping right. Being energetic and sounding like that is gonna be flipping out. Okay, I already give up. I might try it later. Come sit down with us, MC. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I just give up on making voices already. I cannot get my voice high enough, basically. Flipping out. Okay. Hey, I made the fuck. Hey, I made him. I'll kid him. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been wide so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. I love it when my ability to speak sometimes fails me. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Now MC, it's not it's not whatever you tried to say before. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Okay. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, I want cupcakes. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just here and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious. I already know this whole series is going to be me trying to make different voices and eventually just giving up in the middle of the episode on making voices and starting the next one with making voices again. I love my own brain sometimes. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I can actually imagine that a bit, but why is it cute? I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Okay. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard that somewhere before? Yes, I have heard that actually way too much before in some other things. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. So you already said... Well, maybe... but not for you, you know, you dummy. Ah, okay. So that's her personality a bit. I can already feel a cold sweat breaking out on my back somehow. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? No, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Actually, I agree on this one. A good book and a cup of tea works magic sometimes. I guess. The first time I don't really agree with the line. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Really speaking sometimes? Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away.
Why so freaking cute?
Okay. I mean that you know. I believe you. Wait. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Spoken like a man to my heart. Now that I said that, I need to rephrase it. Spoken like a person to my heart. Something like that. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literary club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. But make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and excited for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Ah, well, you know. To be honest, I can stand all of that political around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to go into literature and if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling the dream. This is for me a tongue twister. Sometimes. Monica is... Monica really is a great leader. You're also not in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it is something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Just give me a moment. I'm happy that I have tea myself on hand, because my throat is gonna hurt soon. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with our level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh boy, here it comes. So what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I have read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. I was actually hoping that it was light novels, because then it applied to myself in IRL too. Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looked like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess? Well, that can change. Wait, what am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Why do I agree so damn hard with her? I do like novels that do that. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Oh boy. Yuri goes on, very passionate about her reading. Oh, damn it, game! I want to know more now. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate, taking advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read the horror book once. I desperately crave something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Oh boy. That brings him back memories for me. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Natsuki, I agree completely with you. I hate horror stories. Oh, why is that? Well, just... Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Oh boy. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. I really seem to understand why Dave likes Yuri a lot. So Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I kind of disagree with that, but you know what? I will plead the fifth. Natsuki, you're writing your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. I agree, actually. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averted her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing their vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Maybe that's why I have trouble writing my own stories. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's a no. I guess it's the same for you. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, the fire. Yay, let's do it. Plus now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. And strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, MC? Monica smiles. I really hate my dyslexic brain sometimes. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I promptly come forward with that what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. So Yori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still, I have other clubs to look at, and all four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. MC, you all. Okay. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing posts is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, then so be it. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literary club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm happy. I am so happy. Saria wraps her arm around me, jumping up and up. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just gamed for the cupcakes, I will be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literal Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. MC, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I hope I didn't throw away the sound effect for this. Yeah? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. You and me both. You and me both. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, MC, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Yuri and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literal club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Why do I have sudden feeling of dread washing over me, actually. I'm going literally blind into this. The only thing I knew is that one character was called Monica. I already knew that. But that was it. Why do I have a sudden feeling of dread washing over me? Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen to those whoever likes your poem the most. I need to click, I guess. Damn it. Oh please, oh wise Dave, give me hell. That's not the one I need. Peaceful, graveyard. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. Okay. I'm trying like my best to think of like what would Yuri likes actually. Yes, this sounds weird coming from me, but I'm just too damn curious for I'm good now. Alright, I guess it's gonna be Shiori who's gonna like this poem a lot. Okay, yes. Yeah, I'll screw it. Background. No, that's correct. Wait, what? Dark, evil, fluffy, or down space, I'm just right now selecting words that I think are good. I have literally no idea what just happened. But anyway. Hi again, MC. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. It was the last time. It was the least I was the last to come in, so everyone else already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, MC. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature where you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sure, you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us serious, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I actually agree on that. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. MC always gives it his best as long as he is having fun. He helped me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy, so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and MC can become good friends too.
So cute.
Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seemed oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. So you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you want. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reached out her bag and pulls out the book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you could keep your attention even if you don't usually read. That's actually very considerate. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being cute? I'm asking that too! She even picked out the book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in except Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad distracting her from reading. I catch the glimpse of the cover of the book, like the same book she lent me to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. She noticed me I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I admitted this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this so that the book... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, we just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There is something fairly obvious here that you're interested in telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading soon. I'm glad to hear it. Why did I add one more word to it? Anyway, let me check something. Well, I'm actually running out of time for making this episode today, so... I was not suspecting to make that poem, to be honest. But then again, I have no clue of what I could suspect. But without further ado, have a pleasant day, evening, or whatever the time of day it is for you. And goodbye.